this guy's never faced as credible of a challenger as Paul Dans. Paul Dans was asked by a guy named Dr. Ben Carson. Anybody heard of Ben Carson? So Paul is a lawyer by trade. We won't hold it against him. But then he went to MIT with a guy named Congressman Thomas Massey that maybe some of we've heard of, and he got a degree in city planning. And when he got the degree in city planning, Ben Carson, when he took over HUD, said, man, we really need a sharp mind like this guy to come in and help implement President Trump's agenda. And so then I'm excited for Paul to tell you what happened, but he ran into bureaucrats who were not listening to President Trump's agenda. He sounded the alarm bells and let him give you the details, but they gave him a promotion to the Office of Personnel Management to oversee 2.4 million federal employees. He implemented what Joe Biden freaks out about, the Schedule F, to where you can actually go and fire these jokers that are opposing the democratically elected president. And so that's why they thought he was Darth Vader when he started Project 2025. The Heritage Foundation wanted somebody to lead that fight that knew how to take on the bureaucracy, that knew how to take on the deep state, that had a track record of doing it, to lead that mission. And so when he brought together over 1,000 conservative organizations, Paul was the mastermind of having them all together and saying, we are going to put together the playbook, and Rebecca Lawson has one, the playbook of every single conservative policy that we want. If we could have everything we want as conservatives. This guy put that together, and just a couple numbers, 80% of what President Trump has already done has come from the book. 47% of the book total has already been implemented. And I'll just give you one quick example. One quick example, thanks to this guy, when President Trump came into office, he did a flurry of executive orders, one of which was restoring all of the servicemen and women who were fired out of the military and giving them back pay. That happened. So it's incredibly important that we take seriously this task ahead of us. In 2 days, I'm going to do something that Lindsey Graham could never do. Marry a beautiful woman, right? Paul has a pregnant wife, so we know which way he leans, right? But guys, this is a real special treat. Even if you're a big Lindsey Graham supporter, or even if you're a Mark Lynch supporter, what I ask everybody in here is to listen with an open mind and an open heart. If you have a question, ask. The guy's one of the smartest people I've ever met. But really quick, if you would, give one big Dorchester County welcome to Mr. President.
Well, good evening, Dorchester County. CJ, thank you for those remarks. He already laid into some of my jokes, but the Lindsey stuff writes itself. But it's really no joke to have this man in Washington 32 years. He's the reason I got into politics.